Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Daniela and I am in a reading slump. I have not read a book since June. It's been 2 months, it's almost September. And so I thought it would be really fun to do a little TBR. Jar chooses my TBR for September because clearly I can't choose a book for myself. So you know how this works. I'm gonna choose a few prompts from the jar. The jar is gonna decide what my TBR is for September, and then hopefully I will read those books in the month of September. It's anyone's game though. Who knows if that'll actually happen. Before we dive straight into the prompts, I wanted to talk about some books that are coming out in September that I'm looking forward to. There's a new Leanne Moriarty book coming out. She wrote Big Little Lies. I love that book. I haven't read any of her books since then, I don't think, but I've heard that the new one is really good. That comes out in September. I think the new Lynn Painter book comes out in September. It might come out in October. Nobody really knows at this point. I think there's like a few different publication dates, but that sounds really good. There's a new Sally Rooney book coming out. I don't know, there's probably a few. I'll put them all up on the screen for you to see what books that look interesting to me that are coming out in September. Let me know if there are any books coming out in September that you are also interested in and we can be excited together for them. Okay, there is a new Sally Rooney book coming out, so I feel like it would be fun to get one of the Sally Rooney books that I've been really wanting to get to and wanting to read. Those ones I'm looking forward to. A few others that I feel like are bringing that September vibe that's like end of summer, beginning of fall. We're not like fully fall yet, but we're definitely out of beach read season in my opinion. So a few that I think might be good are, I have The God of the Woods from the library, and this one is set in like a summer camp, but it's very eerie, so I feel like it's good like end of summer, early fall energy. I feel like The Dutch House might be cool for fall or for September, for early fall. Any of these like sci-fi books. I've been really wanting to get into sci-fi and I haven't. I've had these books on my TBR now for like, I think a full year. So it's time. The Naturals, maybe Scythe. Is it Scythe? Sith? I don't know how you say it. Definitely this month or next month I would like to read You Again. Just like the most fall looking book ever. Otherwise I'm pretty open and pretty excited. So without further ado, let's get into the first prompt. Ah, perfect for a reading slump. The first one is a book you've been avoiding. It's not focusing. Okay. I did say that I have had these books on my TBR for over a year, so I feel like that's like successfully I've been avoiding them. I've also had Lessons in Chemistry on here for a long time. I don't know why I've not read it yet. I feel like I'll love it. I just feel like it might be more difficult to read. So I think I want something that's maybe, I think I'm gonna do Red Rising. I feel like everyone has read this. There's so many mixed opinions on it that I don't know, but I really want to know what I think about it. So I'm gonna go for it. This I've heard is like Hunger Games in space, which is, seems like it's gonna be fast paced and kind of interesting. So hopefully I'll be drawn in and read through it really quickly. That's the first prompt, Red Rising. Next up we have got, okay, personal fave. Random number generator chooses a book. I don't know why I'm showing you. You can't read them. So I'm gonna quickly count. We have 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 22 books on the cart. Let's see. 18. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is The Hunting Wives. I picked this up because I saw Haley Pham read it a few years ago and I know that she liked it. And from what I understand, it's about a woman who moves from a big city to a small town and she gets to know a group of wives that live in the small town, the Hunting Wives, I presume. And then there is the body of a teenage girl is found. Very intriguing, and then I think it goes on from there. So that seems kind of interesting. I feel like another like fast-paced book that will definitely help me get out of this reading slump, hopefully. So that is prompt number 2. The next prompt, a book by an author you've never read. Okay, so I have never read the author of this book, this book. I think there's like 5 that I have read the author of. I'm not gonna go through them all. So we've got a lot of options. So that's kind of fun. It's just an open pick. I think I'm gonna go with God of the Woods because I have this out from the library right now and I do want to get it back. This book is, from what I've heard, it's like a murder mystery thriller. Yeah, so someone goes missing from a summer camp and the story goes from there. I don't know much about it and I don't want to know much about it so that I can kind of go in blindly, but it looks really interesting. I've heard nothing but good things about it all summer and the cover is stunning. I love it. So that is the 3rd book. I don't know how many prompts we're going for yet. We're just gonna feel it out. Next, a book with flowers on the cover. Okay, this like kind of has flowers. Maybe that's more plants. Tom Lake, yes, but I don't want to read that one. The Dutch House has some little flowers. The Great Divide, definitely flowers. Maybe this one? No. Any of these? I guess Dance of Thieves? Would you count? Yeah, there's like little roses on there, so maybe that counts. There is Pride and Premeditation. This one has pretty obvious flowers all over it. That might be a good one. Here. I think I got it. Okay. I think I'm gonna choose Powerless for the next one. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I'm really excited to read it. And that is gonna be my prompt for a book with flowers on the cover. I feel like they're all kind of mysterious. So maybe something like a romance, something lighter might be kind of fun, but we'll see what the thing picks out. Reread an old favorite book. Oh, all of these are obviously books that I haven't read yet, but I actually just started, I don't know if this counts, but I'm counting it because I make the rules. I just started rereading Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've been really wanting to read that before the end of the summer because it's very like late August summer surf vibes, and so I'm gonna count that as a reread of my old favorite book. I have it, it's not in here, but we are doing Malibu Rising as a reread of an old favorite. Okay, number 6. A book you think you'll rate 5 stars. Well, I mean, in theory, that's why we buy books. So I think most of these. I think something that I immediately think I'll rate 5 stars is one that's gonna be either really sad or just like really deeply literary that you're like, oh, it's so profound, it's so good. So I'm gonna try to go with something like that. I feel like Lessons in Chemistry is one that I'm sure I'll rate 5 stars. I feel like everybody loves that one. The Dutch House by Anne Patchett is the one that I've been wanting to get to for a long time. And I think the audiobook is read by Tom Hanks, so that would be a really good one. Maybe The Dictionary of Lost Words sounds like it's gonna be a heartbreaker. Tearjerker, so that would probably be a 5-star one for me. And then maybe this one, The Secret Book of Flora Leah, just because I have read this author before and enjoyed her other books. I think I'm gonna go with The Dutch House. This book just feels so cozy to me. It feels very September. I think it's about 2 siblings, so like childhood, back to school, September vibes. That's all I know about it. I know it's about 2 siblings. I know it's by Anne Patchett, who is just such an incredible writer, and I know that the audiobook is narrated by Tom Hanks. So that's the information that I have, and that's what we're gonna go with for the prompt. Oh, also, I forgot, I have this book that's signed by Anne Patchett. Very cool, very cool. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just gonna do one more. Terrifying. A good one. A teeny one. All right. A historical fiction. Okay, I think, I know this one is a historical fiction, The Great Divide. This one is about the building of the Panama Canal. But I don't know if that's the one that I want. Lessons in Chemistry is historical fiction. The Alice Network. No. I think The Dictionary of Lost Words is historical fiction. Okay, so I think we've got to choose from The Great Divide, Lessons in Chemistry, The Alice Network, The Dictionary of Lost Words, or The Secret Book of Flora Leah. And I think I'm gonna go with The Secret Book of Flora Leah. This is so pretty. Yeah, this is like a World War II historical fiction, I believe. Yeah, so from what I know, this is about two sisters, and one of them gets lost, runs away. They think she's, like, something's happened to her, and then a few years later, there's a book that comes out, and the sister finds the book, and it's about all of these, like, inside, like, these secret stories that they used to tell each other when they were kids, childhood stories. And so she's like, oh my goodness, like, only my sister and I knew about this. And so she goes on a journey to see, like, who the author is and where the book came from and how they found out all of these stories that were just her and her sisters. All right, we've got 7 books on the TBR for September, which is 7 more than I've read all summer. So hopefully we can get to all of these in time. Let's go through all of the books that are on the TBR for September. The first prompt is a book you've been avoiding, and for that I chose Red Rising by Pierce Brown. The next prompt was from the random number generator, and it chose The Hunting Wives by May Cobb. After that, the prompt was a book by an author you've never read, so I chose The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I'm so excited for that one. Then the one I may be most excited for is a book with flowers on the cover, and for that I of course chose Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And then I think it was a reread of your old favorite, which I chose Malibu Rising. After that we had a book you think you'll rate 5 stars, to which I chose The Dutch House by Anne Patchett. We shall see. And the last prompt was a historical fiction, and I chose The Secret Book of Flora Leah. Alrighty guys, that is all for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what's on your TBR for September, what books you're looking forward to, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!